First, only here on CBS 13, a former UC Davis police officer who filed a discrimination suit against the pepper spraying cop is now speaking out.
The officer accused Lieutenant John Pike of using an anti-gay slur. Let's go to Mike Delestrito. He's live in Davis to remind the viewers John Pike is the guy that we saw spraying this pepper spray. Now he's in the middle of a lawsuit as well, Mike.
Absolutely. He has been at the center of this lawsuit for several years now, ever since it was filed pretty much 3 years ago. And we have a copy of that lawsuit here. It's from Calvin Chang, who's a former UC Davis police officer who was fired, and he says subject to discrimination because he is openly gay. So he was watching with a lot of interest as this all unfolded with this video that you saw only on CBS 13, captured by photographer Dennis Marin. And in the center of that is the Lieutenant, John Pike. He was the one who is leading this activity. He's the one who is predominantly the one spraying these students with pepper spray. So Calvin Chang, who knows this guy, says that that lieutenant, then a sergeant, is the one who used an anti-gay slur against him that is in this lawsuit as well. And Calvin Chang says he was not surprised to see the nature with which this went down.
That did not surprise me. The body language of the officer was consistent with my experience with him. And, you know, some people say the university still has its Cold War security apparatus going.
And Calvin said, had he still been a police officer, if he was at that scene, he said he would have reported this as an excessive use of force by police if he was still employed here as a cop. Now, there's something else, as critical as he might be of his old boss, Lieutenant John Pike. He said there is one instance where he thinks some of this criticism and some of the backlash has gone too far. You're going to hear about that coming up tonight on the CBS 13 News at 10.
Well, that's quite an interesting development. John Pike is right in the center of this storm.